Hey, welcome to Crawfordsville High School, the Athenian Complex, home of your Crawfordsville Athenians as we get ready for Friday Night Lights. It's Dan Welver and I'm Brian Saunders. Welcome back tonight, Dan.
Good to be here again. We got a football weather night today.
That's for sure. Beautiful night for football, about 52 degrees right now. We got the Tri-West Bruins are coming in for senior night for the Athenians as they recognized in pregame a bunch of seniors on this football team. Captains are now taking the field. Tri-West coming in with Tri-West coming in 4-1, 5-2 overall in the season, 4-1 in the conference. One of four teams, Dan, tied for the lead in the conference.
Yeah, going to be an interesting evening tonight. See how things shake out as the evening goes along here. Southmont, big game tonight with Western Boone.
Yes.
And then Southmont will take on these Tri-West Bruins next week.
They do, yeah.
And so they have high hopes representing Montgomery County.
Really exciting. You can hear Dave Raynard on the PA right now introducing the defense for the Athenians. It looks like Crawfordsville. We're going to wait for the signal here.
Receive.
Crawfordsville's going to receive. I assume probably Tri-West, yeah, they'll kick, but they, I'm guessing, won the toss and deferred.
You would think so.
Yeah, so Crawfordsville coming in with a 2-5 record, won their first two games of the season, as we know, still looking for their first conference win. Tri-West coming in with, again, a 4-1 record in the conference. We start to say the four teams tied for the lead in the conference right now. Two of them are playing each other tonight. That's why you pointed out going to be an exciting and interesting night in the Sagamore Conference. And Southmont and Lebanon are playing, and then Western Boone and Danville. Danville has two losses, so not in there for the conference lead. And then Frankfort and North Montgomery, that's the other game on the slate tonight.
Of course, the Indians travel next week to Frankfort in the regular season.
Yeah.
And we have quite a battle tonight on our hands. This Tri-West Bruins team, a really good ball club, as they usually are.
They are.
And they certainly have something to go for, being right in that conference run, and I think that the Athenians are fairly healthy tonight, although McLemore out of the lineup tonight.
He is out of the lineup again, unfortunately. Landon Vaught and Javier Resto are deep to receive for the Athenians. We'll get kickoff going here in just a second. Ball's away. He's down, yep. Landon Vaught is down as he received the ball there with his knee on the ground, so.
Well, I'm sure he would have rather not had to do that, but, catch the ball.
Yeah,
that's
right.
Number one, numero uno.
He lets that thing scoot by. We're going to end up with way worse field position and a potential loss of the ball. So, obviously, on kickoff, it's a live ball. So, Athenians starting on offense here. A.J. Hall leading the team out on the field. His quarterback position, senior, four-year football player. Just one of those years. Well, yeah, two of those years. First year at Crawfordsville, but at Fountain Central before that. And the first pass to, no way.
It's intercepted.
It is. That bounced right off of Caden Underwood into the arms of one of the Tri-West players. I am not sure. I didn't get the number.
I apologize. I didn't either. I should have been watching. Actually, I was watching Underwood. He had a lot of frustration. Let's put it that way on that, because by the way, it was a difficult. I'm sure they can see that. Picture would show the ball was somewhat behind him.
It was. And
he got hit immediately.
Immediately.
Good defense.
He had to wait a while for the ball to get there, too, because the way AJ had to throw that.
Absolutely.
So defense is on the field here, 11:53 to go.
Oh, well,
nice.
All right.
Nice trip up there by, is that number 20? That's Anthony Lee. Yep. Good job. Getting a stop for no gain, or maybe just a slight gain there. So
we'll give him that gain every play.
That's right. Dan Darrell Hobson used to challenge me when I was on the webcast to in a baseball game to look for something we had not seen before, and I don't know that I've ever seen kind of a first play from scrimmage or an offense bounce off somebody into the hands of the defense like that one.
Well, Madrigal had his hands on the ball carrier there to start with, and Patton ends up getting the finish on the tackle.
He finished him off. 3rd down and 7 here for the Bruins. It's number 10, Ty Owens, a senior quarterback, 6'2", 180 pounds for the Bruins.
Playcock running down.
Yeah. Shotgun snap there and quick pass out to number 2. That's Noah Lean.
Yeah.
Not sure how to say his last name.
Owens pass complete to number 2, Noah Lean.
Okay,
You got it.
Lean.
You got it.
I know Dave goes and checks.
Tackled by Crawfordsville's Underwood.
Underwood with the tackle. Number 2, the senior defensive back there for the Athenians.
Well, Zeke was right there, but he got a move put on him and left him behind.
Owens pass complete to Connor Seister, another senior wideout for the Bruins.
Owens pass complete to number 11, Connor Seister.
Owens' stats on the year, he's got 182 attempted passes. He's completed 108 of them for 1,423 yards.
Yeah, they put her in there.
15 touchdowns.
Lee on the stop again that time. Got him by the ankle.
He's been playing well last several games, actually, maybe all season, you could say, for the sophomore.
Boy, he's got time.
He does. That ball was out of bounds, though.
Good coverage. See, the Athenians actually had 3
They did.
defenders over there in the area, so
Cole Morgan, incomplete.
in the right place that time.
Yep. Third and 5, ball on the 9-yard line, so Bruins can still pick up first down. You got to assume they're in 4-down territory here. So they would have a couple opportunities here. Here come the Athenians, showing blitz at least. Backing out a little bit. You got Zach Bowman. They use a good bit of the clock, don't they? Oh, my.
Touchdown.
Yep. Pass complete to Lean.
Complete to number 2, Noah Lean for the touchdown.
9:32 to go here. In the first quarter, the Bruins get on the board. But short field, super short field.
Yeah, tough break there. The Athenians had a potential completed pass to get a first down and turns over to the Tri-West Bruins, and they take it in for the touchdown.
That's Lean's 4th touchdown of the season, Owens' 16th touchdown. So they've been doing that quite a bit there among a bunch of receivers. Looks like he missed it. Yep.
No good.
PAT's no good. Number 7's the kicker, Malachi Walden. He's listed as a quarterback in the roster, but a sophomore.
Yeah.
So wide left makes the score 6-0 here with, again, 9:32 to go in the first quarter. Officials for tonight's game, we'll just run through those. It's Max Cassida is the referee, Billy Wallace, Mike Seaver, Terry Tackett, and Chris Kaufman. And we got, when they go to the booth for the replay, the official replay, we got Mark Maxwell up here with us.
There you go.
Maxie will help us with all the interpretations. So he's taking notes, served in that officiating crew for many, many years.
I wonder how many times Maxie would have liked to have had replay, you know?
I'll bet it would have been useful a couple times.
9:32 remaining here in the first quarter.
Kick is away, and it's going to be to Javier Resto this time. He's going to cut it upfield. Hit hard. He's carrying the guy with him. He got another 3 or 4 yards with the guy on his back. Going to start about the 19-yard line. Nope, about the 29-yard line. I was back 10 yards, I think.
Tackle made by number 20, Brady.
Athenians moving south to north, and they are throwing into the wind when they throw, but not really all that stiff.
Doesn't look like it.
Brings up a 1st and 10.
Have a more of an effect on a ball that's thrown down the field quite a ways, obviously.
AJ Hall joined by Zeke Cardenas, who gets the handoff and picks up about 4, no, maybe 5 yards, actually. We'll take that every time.
Tackle made by number 8, Max Ford. And number 20,
Yeah, a lot of that play. That play was called often against Lebanon last week, and we had some success with that for sure.
Yeah, we ran it, and sometimes maybe we ran one time too many because we get a good gain 2 or 3 times and then boom. But no, we actually it was well done.
Yep.
Here it goes up the other side.
He did.
Cut back and not much there.
Now they'll give him forward progress, another yard, so it'll be 3rd and 5.
Cardenas, the ball carrier.
Cardenas again there carrying the ball. Recognize the rest of our team here. We've got Justin Duggar on the computer and Coach Rhett Welliver, who really does run the show for this process, this broadcast on the camera. And we'll recognize one of our seniors on the football team, big number 70, Austin Hickey, who has been tremendous help with this broadcast in both football, basketball, and baseball.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Quick pass here from Hall. Intended. Oh, he got it to him.
Underwood.
Got it to Underwood. I think he was.
Yeah, he should have a first down.
We're going to spot him there.
And they have it. And first down for the Athenians.
It's great.
Underwood.
Second series here for the Athenians. They get a first down ball on the 40-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Nice pass there from Hall to Underwood. It was pretty well defended, but he put it in a place that only Underwood could get it.
Yeah, and Underwood, I think, helped shield off the defender a little bit too. And, yeah, it was a good play. We needed that.
Another handoff.
Big number 75
Oh, man.
missed him, but he kind of stuffed it up.
He did. He held him up there, and the rest of the defensive line for the Bruins and a couple linebackers in there to stop Cardenas. Lost about 3 yards on that carry, so it'll be 2nd and 13.
Peyton Hayes, the first man to show that time for the Bruins. He's a junior, and he's 265 pounds.
I would have guessed somewhere around there.
That's why we didn't run through him.
That's for sure. Javier Resto and Landon Vaught split out wide left. Of course, Caden Underwood wide right.
Ball's on the ground. Boy, I don't know.
I do think they jumped on it and ripped it out of Hall's hands, maybe.
Well,
Nope.
okay.
They're giving us 3rd down.
All right. Well, good job, AJ.
Yeah.
Recovered by the Athenians.
Be 3rd and
18
on the board.
Looks more like 19.
It does to me, too.
Okay.
That's what I was going to say. I was just doing that math, too, but I'm giving the benefit of the doubt. We'll leave it there. 3rd and 18, ball in the 32.
Anyway, we're going to have to do something terrific
It's
here to get a
big
first
play.
down.
You don't have this one in your playbook very often.
Looking down the field.
Oh.
Well, intended for Underwood.
Yeah, for sure. Do you think he stopped the pattern, or were they in a different?
Honestly, I don't know, but
Yeah.
I was following what was happening on the far side, but that ball was pretty well thrown into the wind. I don't know, maybe it would have been better to lay it up a little bit, actually, but nonetheless, incomplete and 4th down. First punt of the night for the Athenians.
Be Caden Underwood back to punt, and
See how he does.
2 men back for the Bruins. Into the wind.
Well, he gets another low one,
Yeah,
as
he
he
did.
normally does, but too good a hop there. Well, we got it stuffed. Well, maybe.
That's number 6, Alex Zayas.
We really broke down on that. We
had him, didn't we?
Yeah, we had a chance to really nail him in there, and we just did not keep contained. So, pretty good field starting position for the Bruins.
Well, they're on our side of the field again, so in Athenian territory already. Be 1st and 10 ball. It will be placed on the 44-yard line. Got an injured Bruin on the field.
It'll be 1st and 10 Bruins on the 44-yard line.
He's going to hop up and jog off. That's always a good sign.
Yeah, that is that big number,
big
75.
number 75.
Yeah.
Big man.
I don't think anybody stepped on him.
No. We'll run through the seniors as we have a chance here for the Athenians and just recognize them throughout the broadcast. At halftime, we'll have Jake Lowe, who helps lead the youth program, Crawford's youth football program, as well as is one of the middle school coaches. Coaches the 8th grade team. They've had a lot of success, so we'll get him on here at halftime. And then at the end of the game tonight, Coach Clark will join us, the head coach for the Athenians.
There's a hold. They
didn't get it, did they?
Fans calling for it, but a little bit of a grab there.
Yeah. Number 6, Alex
Owens
Zeitz.
pass complete to number 6, Alex Zeitz. Run out of bounds by Underwood and Lee.
Zeitz, big gain there. Be 1st and 10, ball on the 26.
Plays good for a
See,
first down. 1st and 10 Bruins at the
Lee
26
reacted
yard
real well on the first pass thrown over to the flat, and then since then we've been a little late to the party. We've got to get ourselves up into that area a little quicker.
Anticipate that a little more.
Pretty easy throw. Going to run this time.
Run to number 25, and that is Caleb Pfeiffer, sophomore running back, 5'11", 170 for the Bruins.
Yeah.
25, Caleb Pfeiffer on the
I believe
carry
it's
for
Dittmer
Bruins.
on the tackle.
Brought down by
Second down.
Whitmar.
I would call it 2nd and 6.
Brings
So,
up
yep,
a
that's what the
2nd
board
and
says
6
now.
For the Bruins.
Ball on the 26. It's not on the 26, it's on the 22. I'm looking at the board. Owen's back.
Gonna
He's
run.
He is going to run. Tuck that in and go, and he is going to be shoved out of bounds by Zach Bowman, and a touchdown saving
Owens
tackle.
on the keeper for Tri-West.
Bowman hustling after the quarterback, speedy quarterback there, but big gain inside the 10-yard line here. It'll be a 1st and goal from
Owens
the
picks up
6-yard
first
line
down.
for the
It'll be
Bruins.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
I lassoed that. Well, I just got untangled. Thank you.
You're set to go now. All right, here we go. Again, Bruins 1st and goal on the 6. Owen's going to pass again. He's got a receiver out in the flat. He overthrows him. I think that was probably a forward pass. It looks like it was by a couple of yards. So incomplete pass will be 2nd
Yeah.
down and goal from the.
He
again,
was
from the
wide
6-yard line.
open.
He was wide open. He also missed his guy in the end zone who flashed open there for a second,
Yeah.
but we recovered pretty well on that coverage. You think they just set us up?
We had some guys. I think he's just a little short.
Yep, they're going to mark him short, maybe inside the 1-yard line. That was 25. Pfeiffer again with the carry. Sophomore gets inside
The 1-yard line.
inside the 1-yard line, so it'll be 3rd and goal on the 1.
Well, we had some Athenians shooting the gap there, but we didn't get the right
Yeah,
gap.
that's right. That's great when you guess right. Not as awesome when you guess the wrong gap. Boy, they stopped him. Good defense there, good effort. Stopped him short again, so it's going to be 4th down. And
Pfeiffer, the ball carrier,
did he
once
actually
again, held
lose
up
yardage
the goal
there?
line.
I don't know who all was in on that. Was
I saw Madrigal.
Madrigal?
In there
I
for
was just
sure.
wondering, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Madrigal was, I think, the guy that
He's
had
the
the mow.
stopper, I thought.
Yeah.
Looks like maybe he lost a little, maybe outside the 1 now. So 4th and goal.
4th and goal, the 1-yard line. Let's go Athenians.
Defense playing well so far. It's a big O-line there for the Bruins. And off again, and I think they.
Oh,
yeah,
second effort.
Yep.
Yep.
He kept those legs churning. Sophomore running back gets in for the Bruins. That's Pfeiffer. Good for the touchdown here with 4:08 to go. That makes the score 12-0, and the special teams will come in to try the PAT.
Coco got in there early, and but the young man was very determined there, and he
was.
kept pounding and got it in. So Athenians down now 12-zip with the extra point coming.
Pfeiffer coming into this game had 12 carries for 56 yards and 1 touchdown. So not their primary running back. It's number 21, Davin Brown, senior running back, 5'10", 190 pounds.
Well, we got a break, Brian. Notice the clouds got here and covered that sun a while
did,
ago.
I'm thankful.
We didn't have to squint as much as normal there.
That's right. And scoring update from around the league, around the conference here. Danville leads Western Boone 7-0. First quarter action. Got a couple, at least one new guy back there, deep to receive for the Athenians, or actually maybe they just adjusted round. Number 11, Mason McCarty and Javier Resto. Mason McCarty, freshman on the football team. He's been in there kind of sporadically throughout the season. They've put him into play. Kicks deep. It's going to go over Resto's head. Oh, nice catch there by Javier.
Good hands there.
For sure. And he's running away from the defenders. He's going to get up the sideline a little bit, step out of bounds about right on the 27-yard line, looks like.
By number 6, Alex Zayas.
Alex Zayas ran him out of bounds. Athenians will take over a 1st and 10 ball on the 27. A couple of those seniors we want to recognize for the Athenians. Number 1 is Zeke Cardenas. And he is a senior 4-year football player, 5'9", 185 pounds, running back, linebacker. Number 2, Caden Underwood. We've already talked about him, 6'1", 185 pounds senior, wide receiver and defensive back for the Athenians. Both 4-year football players. I think they were offsides, or did we? Yep, offsides will be the call. We'll get 5 yards out of that. A.J. Hall has done that well all season long, really. Caused the defense to jump several times.
Brings up a 1st and 5 for your Athenians.
1st and 5, ball now on the 32-yard line. Got A.J. Hall, joined by Zach Bowman in the backfield. Handoff is to Bowman. He's going to get hit immediately. Well, no, he's going to pick up a few. No, he lost a couple yards.
Yeah.
I forgot we started there. 5 yards in front, so it'll be 2nd down and 7. He lost 2.
Number 75, Peyton Hayes, and number 8, Max Ward.
Speaking of these Tri-West Bruins, and Dave Raynard on the PA just reminded me of, he said Peyton Hayes there with the tackle. Peyton Hendershot, I saw catch his first NFL pass for the Dallas Cowboys a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
I remember playing against that guy.
Yeah.
Football, basketball.
Yeah,
And off that time, I think, to Cardenas. Yes, it was.
Zeke Cardenas
Zeke
for your Athenians.
didn't get much, but it was at least going the right way.
It was. He's running hard.
Yeah, I believe I had a grandson trying to cover Mr.
I
Hand.
think you did. They're probably the same age, weren't they? I think, maybe.
You know,
Or close to it.
Either the same or 1 year apart.
Yeah. Cardenas will rotate up on the left side. Zach Bowman drops back to join Hall in the backfield. He's going to pass.
Got him.
To Underwood.
Going to be a little short, I think.
Maybe just a yard short.
See what
of
they're
the
going to
first
do.
down.
Number 16,
offense is
tackle for the Bruins.
Well,
it's 4th and 1.
Brings up a 4th and 1 for your Athenians.
timeout for measurement.
Officials timeout for a measurement.
Whoa. I don't. Well,
It's all right. We'll take it.
yeah, I'm going to say
That spot is short.
I mean, look at the mark out there, and it doesn't seem like it could possibly have made the first down yardage. But
they're going to make sure.
It'll give us a chance to think about what we want to do because we know it's going to be short.
That's right. That's right.
So, Coach, here you are sitting conference-wise 0-5.
Yep.
This might be one you think about going ahead and going for.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what? It's a little closer than I thought, but it's still.
It's short.
Oh, thank you, sir. Good. That's the best play you've made. Got all kinds of help
Got
up
a
here.
Wind with our papers are blowing
I tell
everywhere.
you,
Justin Duggar with the save.
Yeah, Mr. Duggar, he can do it all.
Yep.
Brings up a 4th and half.
It is short,
for the Athenians.
but it was closer than I thought. So
all right.
4th inside of 1. Ball's on the really 41.5-yard line.
When you don't have a power game, what do you call it? We're going to see.
He's A.J. Hall going to center. And he's going to
Sneak.
go. Oh, boy. He's hit immediately. I don't. Depends on where they spot him.
If we get the
The FAR official.
First down.
Yep.
for your Athenians.
There we go. I thought he jumped across there, and with some extra effort, he
I
kept
won't tell you.
charging.
It's really simple, but that's my favorite play in
too.
that situation.
Absolutely.
I mean,
The only problem with going out of the gun the whole night is
Well-
when you go under center, you pretty well know, but they know what's coming anyway.
the thing now, you can assist the runner.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Which
that
used to be a penalty.
I remember that, actually. I was playing in those years.
Yeah.
You were not allowed to push, but now they put a big fullback behind there. And just have him-
Scrum, yeah.
Hall with Bowman back there to block. He's going to pass out to.
Oh, yeah.
Nice job. Is that Resto? That's Resto's side, but I don't know if.
Hall's pass. Good at the
Yep, it was.
He got 8 or 9 on the play. You're going to mark it an 8-yard gain.
Nice job by the senior wide out. Nice pass by A.J. Hall.
Yeah, it was. Well, he had time.
He did.
So much of the
right.
season, particularly conference
right.
play, just has not had time to sit back there and look at things. I mean, a few people might have watched the Colts last night.
I was going to say a little bit of Matt Ryan's issue.
You noticed? Well, hey, yeah.
When he did have time, I couldn't
both
stay up and watch
quarterbacks
that.
last night were in
That's
trouble
right.
as far as getting sacked.
My goodness. You saw all the comments. Not a fun football game to watch.
No edge there.
he's in
No
trouble.
edge there.
Nope.
No,
Number 1, Zeke
I tell you, we got stretched further than we wanted to. I know our intent
He wanted
there,
to cut it up
but
upfield.
and number 15.
we just never
No place to go.
get any leverage on the edge there.
No.
Well, the Athenians, as of late, running the ball more than we did in the first half of the season, for sure.
For sure.
One more play, probably, Brian, here in the first quarter.
Play clock's down to 11 seconds left. Hall with Zach Bowman in the backfield. Zeke Cardenas in the slot. Bowman's going to air it out, and oh my goodness. There was a lot of contact early on, and that ball actually got to Underwood. I will say this, tough catch for sure, but he's made a bunch of those this year.
Yeah.
He really, Cade Underwood's done a great job hauling that in often. So
Ball needed to be just a little bit higher.
if he would have, allowed him to run under that a little bit, but good quick play, nice ball. So it's 4th and 5. Punt team's coming on for the Athenians. 19 seconds to go. They'll punt it away to number 20 for the Bruins, and that is Brady Hamstra, and number 6, Alex Zayats.
Well, we got a little confusion maybe. We have to call timeout here, but
Maybe not the right.
18 seconds remaining in the first.
Some more of the seniors. I just mentioned him. He just had a nice catch in this series of downs for the Athenians. But number 3, Javier Resto, 5'11", 160-pound wideout defensive back for the Athenians. Again, I guess he mentioned during senior night recognition, moved in from Brownsburg High School a couple of years ago, also plays baseball. And number 4, A.J. Hall, moved in from Fountain Central a couple of years ago. Another senior quarterback, obviously listed as linebacker. He hasn't played any defense, and that's a good thing, just to protect him. 5'10", 175-pounder. Also, pretty good catcher on the baseball team.
Absolutely. Does a nice job. Looking forward to seeing him back there behind the plate again this spring.
For sure. 18 seconds here. Caden Underwood to punt it away to Zayats and number 20, Hamstra Jr. on the Bruin football squad. There was a nice block on Ditmar, but I think it's number 14 for the Athenians, it looked like to me.
Yeah,
Is that Sam Bennett? With that tackle there, push him out of bounds. Be first and 10, ball on the 40-yard line.
It'll be first and 10 Bruins. Ball's at the 40-yard line.
Bruins lead 13-0 here with 12.9 ticks left on the clock before the end of the first quarter. Danville and Western Boone now tied at 7 in the second quarter. No score in any of the other games that we can see. That pass is complete to number 2, and that's lean for the Bruins. Nice pass. Lots of yards after the catch.
Yeah, little. Basically, it was a little slant, and the kid has got some wheels.
He does. He's quick.
He had plenty of room after he caught the ball to roam.
20-yard pickup there. I think they're going to say that the quarter ended before the snap happened. So no play there.
Turn them around.
Yep. We'll move back to the 40 that we just came from. But they're going downhill here. It'll be first and 10, ball on the 40. Give you some more of these seniors. Number 7, tough way to go for Mr. Isaac Rogers, 4-year football player here, wrestler, baseball player for the Athenians, a senior, 5'11", 150 pounds, but he was injured at Danville and has not been able to, will be out for the season, a little elbow injury, and so hopefully we'll be back for wrestling season.
Yeah.
I've not heard yet, and then certainly for baseball season, but tough way to go for a senior. To get injured, but great young man and a key contributor on the football team. Did play running back and got several carries this season. I was going to look and see if I can tell you how many.
He played a lot of corner also.
And he played a lot of, really defense is his specialty. He did score a touchdown, I think, at Attica. And so key contributor, good leader for the Athenians. Keegan Alsman, where's number 18, 5'9", 140-pound senior wide receiver, defensive back. Another one of the senior leaders. Here we go.
Up the gut.
That's the guy who's gotten the most carries this year for the Bruins.
Yeah, he's gone.
He must have had to sit the first quarter, would be my guess.
Good observation. I think you're right. And he was briefly touched as he got to the line, but just really – we kind of we lost leverage right off the get-go, but we just had no pursuit, let's put it that way, after he broke through that line.
He was ready to get in there, wasn't he? He came in first play of the second quarter and scores it from 40 yards out. He is their leading carrier.
Yeah. That
was his 68th carry and his 5th touchdown.
Well, it may have been part of the reason we saw him throw the ball a little more than run early. But there he goes again.
He's got the conversion.
So that made up for the missed extra point on the first touchdown.
Yep. Good for the 2-point conversion. The score is now Tri-West 21.
21-0. Tri-West leads the Athenians with 11:51 to go here in the half. Yeah, that guy had an extra gear too. Again, that was David Brown, number 21, senior. Running back, defensive back, and again, I'm looking to see if he has any receiving yards. He does, actually, but just one reception for 10 yards, but it was a touchdown as well. So McCarty and Resto are going to be deep to receive the kickoff for the Athenians. I'll run through some more seniors here. Moises Ortiz, a 5'9", a 5'9", 180-pound senior tight end linebacker, wears number 23 for the Athenians. Tri-West prepares to kick off here. It's going to go, to Resto again. Pretty good return there.
Yep.
Probably 15 yards.
Well, we can't exactly read exactly how that went, but he did not hesitate. Once he picked up the ball, he found a little path on the sideline over there and picked up some good yardage.
Yeah,
so.
Kept it vertical. That was great. Nice return by Resto. A.J. Hall comes in. Let's see if we can move the ball down the field here. Ball's going to be on the 32-yard line.
Well, see if these guys can, keep their heads in the ball game here, keep making a maximum effort, and allow yourself to be prepared when you go into your closing game next week.
That's right. Hand off to Bowman, and as you pointed out, there really is no edge there. Just not able to turn it. He's going to get back, maybe pick up a yard.
Yeah, and he made that on his own.
He did.
He kept his wheels going, but he did seem to injure his hand as he's holding the hand there.
It looks like it. Bowman comes off, and Anthony Lee, sophomore running back, linebacker, comes on to replace him. Be 2nd and 9 for Crawfordsville, ball on the 33. Oh, ball's knocked down, incomplete pass. Yeah, he was certainly passing that ball, but that was batted down. Yeah, defensive lineman right in his face there. I did not see which one it was. It was either 75 or
at the line of scrimmage.
Is that 99? It is 99. 99 is always a big guy. 6'2", 255. He's a junior defensive lineman. Also plays tight end for the Bruins.
Underwood on the far side and Resto on this side here, and we started too soon and they got us.
They did.
Number 22.
False start here, so it'll be 3rd and 14.
Started a little bit early there,
Yeah.
young man. Only a sophomore.
He is.
False start on the Athenians will bring up a 3rd and 14.
Anthony Lee will come out of the huddle for the Athenians.
One thing I thought about this week, and I guess I didn't do any work on it, trying to think, Brian, when is the last time the Athenians have won 3 games?
Mm-hmm.
And that's...
It has been a while. Oh, there's nice. Oh, there's the flag.
They got it.
Yep, pass was intended for Landon Vaught.
Penalty marker on the play.
And I think it's going to be pass interference. Yep.
Pass interference on the
Against the Bruins, so that'll give us a first down. Yep.
Well, Athenian's kind of moving with the wind to the back now, and that was a well-thrown pass.
It was.
AJ, when he's got time on the drop back there, he
throws it well.
Pretty accurate.
Yeah, he really does a nice job on this for the season.
There we go. Well, another first down.
That works. Zeke Cardenius with a big carry.
Cardenius on the carry. Good break. First down for Crawfordsville.
Yeah, brought down by number 20. That's Brady Hamstra for the defensive back for the Bruins.
Brought down by Hamstra.
Yeah, good run. I'd like to know who to give credit for on that block because we had a good block in there, but I guess I could say I was blocked. I couldn't see it.
Yeah. Lebanon scoring update from around the conference here. Lebanon at Southmont leads 7-0 over the Mounties. Again, both those teams 4-1 in the conference.
No.
That pass was actually a forward pass, so it's incomplete. Intended for number 22.
Gilliland.
And that's Tanner Gilland.
22, Tanner Gilland.
6'1", sophomore.
I guess.
Yeah.
He's a good-looking athlete there, young man.
They're really encouraged by him. You just got to get some more experience here. First time out, I think, since middle school as a sophomore, but will probably be the number 1 golfer, actually, for the Athenian golf team. Really talented golfer. So Resto and Gillen's out wide left. Underwood wide right. Handoff goes to Cardenas.
Good surge there initially, but covered up, and he picks up about 1.5 yards.
A
lot of Bruins in there on that tackle. Going to read some of these offensive linemen here. For sure, number 58 is on that line, and that is big Antonio Madrigal. Or actually, I think it's 56. It just looked like 58. The center is Jacob Russell.
We got cramps
5'8".
going on out there.
Junior, is that Zeke?
Yep.
Yeah, and looks like Zach Bowman's going to come back in. So officials timeout here for the injury.
Oh, did that again.
Take a timeout here as Zeke is attended to. Catch up on our seniors here. Number 24 is Isaac Brackett, senior tight end, defensive lineman, 6'2", 195. Big boy. He's had a nice season for the Athenians, especially on defense. We don't often throw to our tight ends, but he's blocked well and played well defensively for Crawfordsville. Number 28 is Calvin Dittmar, senior running back and linebacker, really in there on defense and special teams. 5'9", 175 pounds. Does a nice job on that defensive unit. Zeke's up again, but boy, once you cramp up that first time, it's tough for that to go away. He's been running hard tonight, though. A.J. Hall has attempted 88 passes, completed 43 of them before tonight, 11.7 yards per game. 71 yards per game, 11.7 yards per completion. And 7 touchdowns in there. 4 interceptions.
Well, we got Lane and Vaught back in the lineup out there.
Yeah, I got Trips left. Vaught, Gilland, and Resto left. Underwood on the right side, and Bowman in the backfield.
Busted
play,
but it worked.
It did.
Call it again.
A.J. Hall scrambles, and he's going to pick up. It worked. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 5, it looks like. Caleb Pfeiffer on the tackle for Tri-West. Athenians are going to go for it here in Bruin territory. Probably picked up 4 yards on that carry, right? Maybe do that again.
Let's see, where's Lee? No, he's
not in there.
Not in there now.
No, Bowman's in there. Bowman joins back. Hall in the backfield. He's going to throw it. Hey, nice completion there. It's to Underwood, and he's got easy first down. Easy first down. He whipped it in there. Nice job by A.J. Hall. And there's a flag. It's going to be after the play. I'm not sure. It came from the official downfield a little bit, so maybe a sideline warning.
I'm not sure.
I didn't see any Athenian down there, but it could have been. Certainly may have heard something on that Tri-West sideline, but we'll find out. They heard something.
Here we
maybe
are.
at that
Here
ball.
we are. Going to be personal foul.
Yeah, personal foul on Tri-West. Oh,
Cancel that.
unsportsmanlike, yeah.
So, little tay-to-tay that we did not observe, I guess.
No, I didn't even see it down there. But
unsportsmanlike penalties on the play.
this was getting ready to move the ball here, so I don't think it's going to go anywhere, though. We got a first down. Yep, first down. They have not moved the change yet, though.
That's what you call 2 fouls, no harm.
That's right.
First and 10, Crawfordsville. Ball is on the 33-yard line.
Ball on the 33 for the Athenians. This is by far the best drive of the night.
Run.
Yep, that is Anthony Lee. He's in there now. He's going to pick up a couple of yards before he's met by a whole host of Bruins.
Anthony Lee on the carry for your Athenians, tackled by number 8, Max Ward.
We give credit to Max Ward on the other side of this
and number 50,
booth.
Spencer Watson.
Bowman will come off. Tanner Gillen comes on. So it's going to be second and 9, ball on about the 32-yard line. Anthony Lee in the backfield with A.J. Hall. Handoff is to Lee. Hey, makes a nice adjustment
Yeah,
there.
he did. Good run.
Yeah. Picked up about 4 yards.
Okay, we're going to call this 4-down territory. How's that? Facing third down, and they're going to call it 6.
Brings up a 3rd and 6 for Crawfordsville.
Gillen comes off. Bowman back into the huddle for the Athenians. See what Coach Clark has drawn up here. Handoff to Anthony Lee. Follows his blockers and
It'll be a little short there.
yeah. He's number 34. That is
Lead the ball carrier for the Athenians.
Jack Gatt.
Who's the old guys up here? Why are you up here? See you.
Okay, we have Resto and Landon Vaught split out wide left. Underwood wide right, and Anthony Lee in the backfield with A.J. Hall. Maybe he's calling an audible here. Looked over to the sideline.
Saw that.
4th and 4.
Trying to draw.
Trying to draw him. Yep.
Timeout.
He has been able to do that many times this year, though. Get him to jump, but on 4th down, good teams are going to be pretty disciplined and not jump. So timeout taken by the Athenians here with 6:44 to go in the second quarter. Trying to decide if we just pin them deep. Or
I think we got
for it here.
Yeah, we got to go for
It's
it. But
4-down territory.
I was going to say the difficult thing about trying to draw them off there, you didn't have just a yard
Right.
to go. You got 4 yards
Right.
to go, and I'd say that was a long shot, but worth trying
Yeah,
right there.
Absolutely.
We only got 6:44 to go here in the second
21
quarter.
to nothing.
I think it's going to be Pierce instead of Jay.
Okay. Okay, it looks like for halftime, just to give you a quick update, it may be Coach Danny Pierce, who is also helping lead the charge for the middle school Athenian program, and will be up here talking to us about how that has gone for the Athenians. So 4th down and 4, ball on the 27-yard line.
Okay, Coach Clark. He's got a play here that's going to get us a first down.
Yes,
We only
I
need 4
agree.
yards.
Hey, we've moved the ball well this set of downs for sure, or this series.
Got Underwood from the fire side, and out on this side, Resto.
Yep, Resto, Gillen, and
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 we're going to run.
Zach Bowman, and he's going to be stopped short.
He's a yard and a half short, so
Yep.
Athenians turn it over, but that's good play. I think that, we're having trouble getting the edge.
We are,
You know, we get out.
By number 94.
We've had some good runs. I don't know officially what we've had on the ground. It's not been outstanding, but on the other hand, when you think about the fact we haven't been working that hard on the running game until the second half of the season here.
That's right.
Tri-West takes over on
That was Griffin Cole with the stop, 6'3", 220-pound junior defensive lineman. Meets Zach Bowman there. So turnover on downs.
No.
Yeah. This is David Brown again.
Got to get him Underwood, and he did.
Yep.
Got him out of
Underwood,
bounds.
touchdown, saving tackle there, shoving him out of bounds.
21, David Brown on
He gets to the
carry.
50-yard line.
Run out of bounds by Crawford.
2 carries. He went 40 on his first. Well,
Well,
no, that's not true. He also ran in the conversion attempt.
Well, I don't think there's any question about
He's got
people seeing the game plan. You've got to pay a lot of attention to number 21 here for
sure.
Bruins.
Fake to Brown again, and pass is complete to number 80 for the Bruins. That's Morgan, brought down by Zeke Cardenas. Anthony Lee in the neighborhood for the Athenians with tackle. That'll be another first down for Tri-West. And they get to about the 37-yard line in Athenian territory now. It'll be 1st and 10. We got a lot of weapons. Fake the handoff again, and that
was a good pass.
It was a nice pass. That was complete to number 6 for the Bruins, Alex Zayats. He's brought down by number 14. That's Sam Manette.
Owens pass complete to number 6.
The
Alex Zayats.
Bruin first down.
Good for a first down. Tackled by Caden Patton for the Athenians.
We're off.
We're off. That's going to be offside. It'll be 1st and 5 here.
Zeke getting a little anxious over there.
Yeah, understandably so.
Oh,
God.
when you're aggressive by nature, you just get yourself into the ball game there where you want to make a play.
That's right.
Too bad sometimes.
That's right.
Watch 21.
Yep, Owen and Brown, and it is.
No.
Oh, he's going to fake it there. Oh, and that is Zayats again
Pass complete to number
with that
6, Alex Zayats for the
touchdown. Tough coverage on that slant pass.
Yeah, we had 2 guys in the area, but just couldn't get to the point of contact there.
Yeah. So that makes the score 27-0 here with 5:46 to go, and they're going to kick this time. This is number 7, Walden, Malachi Walden, sophomore kicker. First one was a line drive wide left. Snap's good.
Oh, blocked it.
It was blocked. Didn't see who got in on that, but that attempt is no good, so it keeps the score at 27-0 here with 5:46 to go.
Yeah, I couldn't tell where he got it or not, but Vaught was the one that got clear through there, and he's the first one that ended up way out this way.
Okay.
I'm going to give credit to him. I just couldn't tell whether he actually touched the ball. If he didn't, I couldn't figure out who did. But anyway, block kick, and so our extra point defense has not been too bad.
That's right. Half of them at least, right?
The problem is we've had too many attempts.
Yeah, that's for sure. Give you a couple updates around the conference. Tigers still lead the Mounties 7-0, but it's at halftime there. And I know we talked at the end of the game last week with the Lebanon crew, the guys that were up here in the booth, which they had 3 guys up here, and they both commented that their run defense needs a lot of improvement. We said, especially going into play Southmont with Wyatt Woodall and Carson Chad back there. So, close game down at Southmont. Mounties, it'll be Southmont's ball out of the half. Chargers lead Frankfurt 30-0, Dan. That is with 11:42 to go in the second quarter. So a lot of time left and big lead. Here it's 27-0, 5:46 to go. And Western Boone leads Danville. Western Boone's at home. They lead Danville 14-7.
Oop.
Is that McCarty?
Yep.
We're going to see what he can do here. Picks the ball up and runs a good little distance sideways and got a couple yards back on that return. Not bad for the freshman. Good job. Held on to the ball.
He's got that young ball carrier's mentality where you just want to kind of run wide.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. I don't want to run directly into anybody.
Well,
I don't mind that at all.
We called. I guess it was a play. It looked like a quarterback keeper, if you remember. And he ended up on the far sideline over there.
Yep.
But
I do remember that.
He's quick. He'll learn how to use it.
Oh yeah. He's a McCarty. He'll be hard-nosed and play hard. Is that Zeke back in there? It is. Cardenius and
got hit.
That ball. Yep, he got hit. That ball's intercepted. That's his tough play. A.J. Hall's still on the ground back there. Got drilled. Number
8, Max Ward.
That was number 8, Max Ward, with the interception as A.J. just got drilled, and that ball was up in the air, up for grabs. And Jacob Russell, our center, actually made the tackle to save the touchdown here for the Bruins. Hall's kind of holding his arm in a weird position there. I think he's going to, I can't tell if he's going to shake it off. I said he was going to go see the trainer, but he doesn't appear to be going to see the trainer.
Well, I'm wondering if we may not see some other work at quarterback where we are
at
right
this point,
now
right.
at this point of the ball game, and potentially another touchdown coming up. But we may have another quarterback, if not here in the first half, but second half.
For sure. Owen's under center this time. We have not seen much of that. He's going to roll out
naked
left.
reverse.
Yep, that's right.
Good job, defense.
Good coverage there. Yep. That's number 24, Isaac Brackett, chasing down the quarterback, so the conversion is nope. That was he confused me on that one there. I didn't think that was not a conversion attempt. So it's going to be second down and goal. Ball's on the 2-yard line.
You might have jumped the gun a little bit there.
Made me jump the gun, too. I was like, what?
Hey, we might get a turnover.
I missed the touchdown.
We might get a turnover.
Okay.
Look here.
Under center again. That's number 34. That's a new ball carrier here for, is that Jack Catt?
Yeah, they changed that around. They let 21 block for him that time. That works, too.
He's a 5'9", 215-pound sophomore. So they've got a couple good sophomore running backs in there. Coach Welver says also a baseball player for the Bruins. He remembers that name. My guess is catcher, but I could be wrong. Third base. That would have been my second guess.
My guess.
Not center field.
My guess is he will not weigh that much next season for football.
Yeah, I bet you're right. They have a couple. The guy that carried the ball the whole first half was also a sophomore.
Yeah.
So, all right. Now the conversion attempt. They're going to pass.
Oh, he dropped it. Thank you very much. 99.
Big 99.
Yeah.
Owens pass intended for 99, Ethan Elzy.
Ethan Elzy, the 6'2", 255-pound tight end for the Bruins. It's a big man. So 33-0 here. 5:18 to go in the second quarter. We'll run through the rest of the seniors. I think we can make it through this list maybe in this break. Number 44, big Zach Bowman, 5'10", 200-pound running back, linebacker for the Athenians. Bowman does a great job in there, one of the leaders, one of the captains. And number 54, Josh Dixon Kiger, also another senior, 6'1", 200-pound offensive lineman and defensive lineman. And they're on both sides of the ball. We have number 57, Xavier Stevenson.
And Mason
He's a
McCarty,
5'9", 240-pound offensive and defensive lineman. Mason McCarty, Javier Resto are deep to receive for the Athenians, waiting for the kickoff. Just switch sides. We'll see where Walden places this ball. That wind's still blowing out of the north, Dan.
Yeah, it really hasn't lit up at all.
No, 48 degrees now. Cooling down, just getting to be good football weather. All right, Walden set to kick off. Cardi and Resto are going to switch spots again. Changing sides of the field, and they're going to kick it to Resto. He's got it, and he needs to turn it upfield, which he's going to do on the edge. About a 7-yard return.
For the Athenians. Tackled by number 12, Thad Brown for the Bruins.
Number 12, Thad Brown with the tackle. If I can pick those words off Dave Rayner on the PA. So it'll be 1st and 10 Crawfordsville, ball on the 32-yard line. A.J. Hall back on.
Back in there,
Yeah,
yep.
that's good.
Yeah.
I'd like him to finish the half. Just good to see that his hand or his wrist or his arm, whatever it is, looked a little bit like a wrist to me, the way he was holding it. And I saw him talking to Doug Horton, our really great trainer there. Thankful for Doug and his help with the Crawfordsville Athletics. Hand off to Anthony Lee.
Anthony Lee on the
Did he
carry
get back
for
to the line of
Athenians.
scrimmage? I think he maybe picked up a yard. So it'll be 2nd and 9. Ball now on the 33-yard line.
Spencer Watson for the Bruins.
Spencer Watson with the tackle for Tri-West.
And one brings up a 2nd and 9.
Okay, we got Resto and Landon Vaught lined up wide left. Caden Underwood wide right. Handoff goes to,
Maybe.
that's Zeke, and he was hit immediately. He's going to lose maybe a half yard.
Cardenas on the carry for the
Cardenas is down. I don't know if it's a cramp or he's got a little bit of an ankle injury that he started the season with. Missed the first couple games, and he's in a little more pain than a cramp, I think. But we'll see. Let's hope not.
Well, haven't mentioned yet tonight, but a respectable crowd there for the Bruins across the way. I'd say kind of similar to the Lebanon crowd, maybe.
That's what I would have said.
Previously, I think we'd had 3 big nights, hadn't we?
We really had, yes. Yeah, a lot of people. Really great attendance. Pretty good Crawfordsville crowd tonight, given colder weather, and it is senior night.
Yeah.
Good student section. Looks like it must be pajama night in the student section. Just judging. And I have a senior daughter, and that's what she was wearing before she came to the game. So I hope they're warm pajamas.
Yeah, I think our students have done a good job sporting, and I think I'd say the same thing. Last year, kind of if you look at the W's and L's, we're kind of on the lean side.
That's
but
right.
Athenian folks do a good job in coming out and supporting, and we appreciate that. Every kid, doesn't have the same amount of talent, but when you go out and you work and put in the practice time and stay with the program, you just need to respect that.
That's for sure.
So good to see folks out.
Yeah, good student support. Good. A lot of Athenian pride. Of course, last year was the first year they won the county chase. We got a timeout here.
Yes.
Yeah, won the county chase sponsored by the Journal Review, and actually,
South and Crawfordsville are kind of neck to
they
neck
are
the
neck
last
and
I
neck.
looked.
I think maybe South has a 2-point lead, but I'm not even sure. I haven't seen it lately. I just did that math in my head. So, yeah. Let me run through. I've mentioned big number 70 here, Austin Hickey, earlier. 6'4", 350-pound offensive lineman, defensive lineman. Actually a little dinged up right now, but does a great job helping out with the broadcast as well. So we appreciate Austin. I think a lot of kind of one of our guys there. And then number 76, Brendan Busenbark, another senior, 5'10", 350, offensive lineman, defensive lineman. Number 78, Cole Smith, 6 foot, 240 pound, again, offensive lineman, defensive lineman for the Athenians. And two more seniors here. Number 56 now, listed in the program as number 80, but it's Antonio Madrigal, 6'4", 210-pound tight end, defensive end. He's actually moved to the offensive line and does a really good job on both sides of the ball. Here we go. AJ's going to move Anthony Lee to the other side in the backfield. Snap, he's looking to pass, and boy, that was actually a pretty smart move. He almost threw it into the ground, I think.
Well, you're right.
Where to go.
There were only 4 or 5 white shirts out there, and
I don't think Peyton Manning could have gotten that ball in there. So somebody a little bit slow to get up. Who is that? That is maybe Anthony Lee or Calvin. I can't see if it's 20 or 28. Or if I'm way off and it's, is it Anthony Lee?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's not Anthony.
No, I think he's over here. Isn't he? He's on this.
I'm like you. It's not Gilland, is it? 20,
Well, it
22?
could be 22. No, he's standing right here.
Okay.
We're trying to guess. We can't get a good read on that number. So uncertain who's down for the Athenians here with 3:53 to go in the second quarter.
So we assume the Athenians will be punting with the 4th and 9 coming up, and again, punting with the wind this time. Be a good time maybe for him to get a little more air out of the ball. I would imagine that.
Yeah. Oh, that's number 60, isn't it? That's Keegan Kokel.
Kokel, yeah.
I wanted to stop guessing when we really couldn't read his number, but I thought that might have been him being helped off by Coach Clark and somebody wearing a letter jacket here. So,
Yeah, Keegan, only a sophomore, and he's had a lot of time out there this year, and
he has.
I'm sure that's going to benefit the Athenians as they start next season to have a guy
that kind of
experience on the line
in the game. Yep. It was also helped off by Derek Goebel. I'll mention him in a minute, but another senior manager for the Athenians. Say a pump. Mason McCarty goes in motion. There's a pump from Underwood.
There.
He did get
right
some air
to him,
that.
though. Coming this way, he's got a block over here, but they cut him back.
He does cut back.
Oh, my. Well, lateral. Look at he lateral.
That was Brady Hamstra, and he laterals. Can't get a number on the lateral. Number 15, maybe. I think it was number 15, Damon Catt. Senior linebacker, 6 foot, 205 pound, gets a lateral from Brady Hamstra.
On the return, and also number 15, David Catt.
So big return there for the Bruins. Ball will be at the 25-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 with 3:43 to go.
Good intent by the young man, but I would imagine the coaches were not real happy if you were in a very close ball game, making a lateral in that kind of traffic.
Yeah. Would have been nice to intercept that thing and take it back.
Go the other way.
Yes. Ball back to David Brown.
Guess who?
Yeah. Big number 21 there. And
21, David Brown on the carry for the Bruins.
who brought him down over there? Is that
Vaught, maybe.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it is 34. That's Landon Vaught.
34, Landon
Nice
Vaught,
tackle.
for the Athenians.
It looks like it's coming back.
All right.
It's a holding call on the Bruins. I don't know where the spot's downfield a little bit, so it's a 10-yard penalty, but it's going to be more like 1st and 15 or 16.
We haven't had a lot of flags in this ball game, and
it's true.
Mr. Maxwell, he probably approves of that.
He might.
Yeah.
Up here rating his officiating team. Clock's rolling here as Owens going to look to pass.
Oh, we had coverage
Hey, we
on
did.
that.
Nice
Now, that's-
coverage. Yep. That's a really good job by Sam Manette. Yep. Pass was complete to number 11, Connor Seister.
Number 11, Connor Seister.
Gained a couple yards. Will be 2nd and 13. Ball now on the 28-yard line. Sam Manette, sophomore, doing a nice job out there at the corner position. And there's David Brown again, and Ditmar's got him wrapped up, but he's still pumping those legs. Ditmar for sure is on the tackle for the Athenians.
Be a first down.
Sam Manette's in there. Number 40, I think, is Braden Heights. Also in on the tackle. Another sophomore getting some good game experience here. Got one more senior to mention, number 81, Eli Holt.
Keeper. He is close.
There's a
but
flag.
There's a flag again.
Yeah, that was number 11, Seister again.
I think Athenians had him out at about the 1 yard line,
Pass
but
complete to number 11, Connor
I bet this
Seister.
one's coming back
I
also.
think so. I thought I saw him signal
Out of
holding
bounds
as the
by
initial
Landon
call.
Block.
Yep, holding on the Bruins. So that'll be another 10-yard loss. I don't know where the spot is. Looks like it's on the 5-yard line. Yep.
Brings up a 1st and 11 for the Bruins at the 16-yard line.
Oh, well,
Looks like we're going to come across early.
three
Get 5 of those yards back anyway.
down linemen for the Athenians
Yeah.
there, and 2 of them were gone.
They went.
Offsides on the Athenians brings up a 1st.
Yeah,
The
Athenians
rule is you always go on the ball there, but I get it.
have not, other than goal line stuff, we don't see too much
Yeah.
variation in that Athenian defense. They
Right.
So that 3-man front, and our linebackers obviously position themselves differently at times. But here's the
He pulls it back. That's Seister
Oh,
again.
yeah,
And
good.
he's going to get in that time. Touchdown on the left side
Pass to number
from
11, Connor
Owens
Seister.
to
Good
Connor
for the
Seister.
Bruins. Touchdown.
Well, I think I think we got a little confused on coverage on that play,
Yeah.
but that'll make it a 39-0 score.
39-0, 2:22 to go here in the half.
It's like they're going to keep practicing that extra point, Brian.
They are. He's had one wide left and one blocked.
For the Bruins to attempt the point after.
Running on some personnel here. Number 55 for the Bruins. I've noticed directs a lot of traffic for them. Must be I was going to guess senior. Yeah, McIntosh on that
We
line.
got a little height on it, but I think it's off. Oh,
No,
it
it's good.
got inside.
Must just inside on that
Yeah,
left side. It looked like it was.
Yeah, it ended up way to the
Yeah.
left of the upright.
It really did.
That's 40, Crawfordsville 0.
Good
So
enough.
that's 40-0 with that successful PAT. Talk a little bit about something that took place this week for the Athenians here. And that is with the volleyball program here as they move to, with a win over Covington on senior night, they moved to 22-8 on the season. We've talked about some of the success that Macy Bruton has had, more than 2,000 kills, more than 1,000 digs actually for the star senior volleyball player for the Athenians, as well as 6 other seniors that were honored and have made up obviously a lot of success in the last few years. But those other seniors are Elise Widmer, Jessica Tribble, Hallie Elliott, Hallie Gaylor, and Brooklyn Mills. So pretty talented group of seniors on that Athenian volleyball team. And then at the next break, we'll talk a little bit about their coach.
Walden to kick off for the Bruins.
Walden's going to kick off, and it looks like Mason McCarty and Javier Resto are deep once again to receive for the Athenians.
a little closer together this time.
Yeah.
Not sure what the
I don't
mindset
know.
is there.
They're going to kick it down the middle, so it looks like Resto's going to get it. He's going to go left this time and runs into his own man. Still pumping those feet, but there's a hole.
Ball's down, but I think it was blowing dead, wasn't it?
Resto on the return for your Athenians.
It was the Athenian ball, 1st and 10. Can't tell where it's spotted quite yet. Oh, there we go. 29-yard line.
We got a little conversation going on between the officials here.
8-yard line.
2:10 remaining here in the first half.
Last senior I'm going to mention here is Derek Goebel, big senior manager here for the Athenian football team. Nice job that Derek does helping out in all aspects of the game, so we're thankful for him. All right, 1st and 10, Athenians here. See if they can build a little momentum. Will be Bruin football coming out of the half. Athenians received in the first half, or to start the game. A.J. Hall hands off. Oh, fakes it. He keeps it. Fakes it to Zach Bowman. He goes
All
around the
right,
right
look
side.
at this.
Nice run.
I believe that's a first
Faked
down.
me out and faked the Athenian or the Bruins out. Oh,
A.J. Hall.
and Coach Welliver, maybe you saw that on the camera. He was faked out as well.
Plays good for a first down.
Great job by A.J. Hall there. Good read
Elsie for the
on
Bruins.
that option, and he pulled it and picked up the first down.
He actually didn't fake me out
You saw it.
because I saw the guy that he was faking
Yeah.
the ball to didn't have it.
You were looking for the
Just
ball.
happened to be looking in the right place. But yeah, well, AJ, he's had two good running
He
plays
has. I
here.
know. Let's make that part of the game here. Another facet for him. A.J. Hall hands off this time to
Pull it out, and they're
Yep.
not going anywhere.
Anthony Lee is going to
Yeah.
get nowhere on that run. Maybe
Anthony Lee on the carry
losing.
for the Athenians.
I think he lost a yard.
Tackled by 99, Ethan Elsie. Loss
Ethan
of
Elsie on
1 will
the
bring up a 2nd and
tackle
11
for the Bruins.
Athenians.
2nd down, 11 yards to go. Ball now at the 37-yard line.
One of the things, and I don't obviously know what game plan, no, maybe nobody does, as far as offense for next year, how
Yep.
much we're going to throw the ball, we're going to emphasize running more, whatever. But one of the things we have not been able to do this year is to secure the edge
Yeah.
to try to run, and
true.
we just can't get outside at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, and to your point, Zach Bowman's not able to get out there.
Bowman on the carry
There's
for
a
the
bunch of
Athenians.
Bruins
Tackle
in on the
by
tackle.
Halford for the Bruins.
You know, I think you know this. You get a couple key injuries there. Your speedy wideout not being in there as an option. We saw
Oh, no
just a
question.
ton of good things out of
Yeah.
EMAC and Ethan McLemore not being in that lineup on the field. That obviously hurts. Such a weapon, and
Yeah.
yeah, we're feeling the weight of that. So under a minute to go here in the half. Athenians down to 10 seconds on the play clock. Going to have to hustle a little bit. Down at 4. Hall gets a snap off. It's going to. He actually pulled it again and kept it.
A.J. Hall on the keeper.
Well, that's going to be
It
the
was-
last play.
Yeah, it was 3rd and 14, so he probably picked up 6, maybe 7 yards.
Yeah, good game.
Yes, again,
Chiodo.
nice job by A.J. Hall here running the ball tonight. Be 4th and 7, and as you said, though, that's it. So that'll take us into halftime with your score. Tri-West Bruins 40, Crawfordsville Athenians 0.
For the Athenians.
Beat Bruin football out of the half. Well, Dan,
Well, I think the second half is probably going to be a little quicker.
I think so.
I believe we'll have a
It's that
running
mercy
clock.
rule.
and-
Yep. So 20-minute halftime here. I think we have an interview with someone from the
Danny
middle
Pierce.
school coaching staff, maybe. And we'll talk a little bit about the volleyball team.
Can
Got one or two of them.
you back out of that?
Oh, yep. Am I on it?
I,
This
well,
time
I
take
had it
up.
up here for a while, but some of
Yeah.
that slipped. We're going with Danny.
All All right, so for halftime, we're going to have Coach Danny Pierce from the middle school program, also obviously high school assistant basketball coach there on Coach David Pierce's staff, so he'll be joining us in just a second.
Mr. Hubbard, their biggest cheerleader and fan for over 20 years, and their very own Isabel Gerdes, a middle school dance team member who is fighting the battle of Hodgkin's lymphoma.
While you're
Missy P.
listening to us talk here, you can watch the middle school dance teams, I think, middle school and maybe elementary school dance teams, so enjoy that on video. Coach Pierce, how are you?
Doing good.
Great. Danny Pierce is joining us. He has helped many years with the football program, is at the middle school helping with what really has been a very successful year. So we want to talk about that. I'll have some questions for you. Also, OP, as he is affectionately called here at the high school, probably at the middle school too. I don't know if those guys call you that. I haven't been around them.
They call me
picked it
OP.
up?
Yeah.
Okay. And obviously on the coaching staff with his son David in the basketball program. But let's talk about middle school football here. First of all, just we'll get some highlights from you in just a minute, but just talking about the record, maybe 7th grade and 8th grade. I don't know if you guys are doing that all together or if you're over the 7th grade or 8th grade specifically, or is it we all practice together kind of at the same time?
Well, Coach Lowe sitting behind you, he and I are coaching the 8th grade.
Okay.
And Coach Jones and Simmons is coaching the 7th grade.
Okay, great. How's the 8th grade done this
We're
season?
doing well. We're 5-1 right
Okay,
now.
that's what I thought. 5-1, county champs. Am I right about that?
You're correct.
All right. And one game to go, Fountain Central,
Fountain Central.
next week. Is that right?
Yeah, next Tuesday.
Okay. So the one loss came to Danville. I actually was here for part of that one.
And it was we would love to play that game again.
Yeah.
They had one player that we allowed to dictate during the game, and he wasn't that forceful, but I think just for the fact of his size, we didn't hit him as hard as we possibly could, and we questioned ourselves. Had they played like they have the last 3 games, you probably would have saw a different ball game.
That's great. The for the 8th grade, then does that did Danville go? Did we win the conference there or not with probably a 3-1 or 4-1 record?
Well, I'm not sure because I'm not sure what Danville and Tri-West did.
Okay.
But we're right up at the top.
Right up at the top.
Right.
That's really encouraging. And it has been a little while since we have middle school with that kind of success with, again, just one loss and competing in the conference, county champs, and all of that success. So any highlights from you or from your perspective for this season?
Well,
things that really stick out?
Number one, I think we came together as a group as the season progressed. The first week we had practice, there was no game that week or anything like that, or the next week, and we worked hard together. We talked about being more mature.
Yeah.
When you talk about junior high and you've been in the high school, there's a whole different level of maturity. And you know what? I'm pretty proud of them because the level of maturity they showed as the season progressed has been very good. Last 3 games we've played at a high level. We talked about bringing our game up to a high level, and we have done that. The Lebanon game, we played from start to finish. The North Montgomery game, we played solid. Last game we played in, that was the Lebanon game.
Mm-hmm.
The previous game before the North Montgomery game, those 3 games we played at a high level.
Yeah. Lebanon for sure was 38-8. I was at that game, and I remember that score. I actually watched it on. They actually have that on the YouTube, the broadcast. So that was great to see. Again, you've mentioned the coaching staff. Let me go through that one more time. Danny Pierce and Jake Loeb. Danny Pierce is joining us right now. They both coach the 8th grade team, and the 7th grade is coached by Mike Jones and Adam Simmons, both of whom I think teach. So that's also really encouraging. Just really 3 teachers on the coaching staff. I have the pleasure of working with Jake Lowe at Rock Point Church, so he's part of that coaching staff as well. But love to see that because you guys can recruit the hallways. what are the numbers for the 8th grade? Do you know about how many players are on the roster, roughly?
Right now on the 8th grade team, we have 22 players.
That's great.
And then 7th grade is, I believe, 14 or 13, somewhere in there.
Okay. Well, those are, especially with the 8th grade, obviously those are really good numbers. Love to see all those kids continue on playing into high school football next year. And as you wrap up the season next week, is it home or away?
It's home Tuesday night.
And 8th grade generally starts after the 7th grade game.
It does.
So somewhere around 7:15.
Close to 7.
Yeah. So come out here, right here at the Athenian complex, and watch the Athenian 8th grade football team, actually 7th grade too, starting at 6 o'clock, take on the Fountain Central Mustangs. Does Fountain Central have 7th and 8th grade teams?
They do.
Okay. So I know sometimes, unfortunately, it's had to be a combined game a couple times this year because the other schools didn't have numbers. And so, really encouraging. A couple of those playmakers that you could talk about a little bit for the 8th grade.
Well, I'll tell you what, we started at the start, we talked about the offensive line, and we told them, fellas, you don't understand how important you are, and you don't get the notoriety of touchdown or so.
Right.
I said, but here's what you got to understand is that if we can't run and we can't pass, we can't get anything done.
Yeah.
And that's how important you guys are. McClure's on our left tackle. We got Million at the left guard. We have Lee at the center, Diego at right guard, and we have JoJo at the right tackle. On the end, Lee plays the end, and he's athletic. I mean, his body is built like an athlete. And then Ellsbury plays the other tight end when we go bone. I'll tell you the
And now for entertainment, we
Ryder
Cummings,
and he has done a great job in the backfield.
Yeah.
And Maddox is the other running back, and they're like mirror images, kind of in a way. Ryder's more fluid, I think, than Maddox, but Maddox is pretty smooth, and he can run the ball. Both of them can catch the ball. And Blaze plays the fullback. Blaze is probably 5'5" or 5'4", somewhere in there, but he hits.
Yeah.
He plays middle linebacker.
Okay.
And he's stuck one of the best running backs we saw all season at North Montgomery with his quickness. He went right up the middle, and he met him at the hole, and he stuck him. And I'm telling you that kid plays with a lot of heart. Also at flanker, we've got Wireman.
Yep.
And then at the split, we have Jake's boy, the low boy, playing at split end. Jason Manette.
Yep.
He plays also a receiver, but he's also our backup quarterback to Gerald.
Okay.
And Gerald does a nice job.
Yep.
What I like about Gerald is that he doesn't let things bother him too much, but he's smart.
Yeah.
He knows what to do with the ball.
Good plays.
He sees things. So I couldn't be more proud of how Gerald has been at quarterback. And again, Manette can play also at backup quarterback. And be honest with you, I could probably put Maddox back there also as a quarterback, or Ryder. Depends on how we run the ball with it. But Manette's caught a couple touchdowns coming off the flanker position, and but those running backs, Blaze, Maddox, and Ryder, I couldn't be more proud of how they've run the ball.
Yep.
We monkeyed around with Leap at fullback and put Blaze at a tailback, and it worked out fine. But
so because we're controlling line of scrimmage, as you started this whole kind of
we talked
praising
about that.
those, winning that battle in the trenches there. So
and then defensively on his side, they've done a great job. I mean, if we take the total points of the season, we've done a great job defensively.
That's great.
I'll let Jake talk about the defense. That
sounds good. Well, thanks for joining us.
Appreciate
Congratulations.
it. Congratulations.
Look forward to finishing strong. And then
we want to finish 6-1, and
right.
we couldn't be more proud of a group of guys that have done what they've done.
Great. Well, thanks for all you do. Thanks for pouring into those guys, Coach.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Now joined by Jake Lowe, who also is coaching really the 8th grade team, has been part of the program. I'm going to ask you a little bit about the youth program as well, because I know you oversee that and just about numbers, but we'll get to that in a minute and let you talk, Jake. Welcome.
Thanks, B.
And, we are in the middle of a little bit of a tough game here. Yeah, which is good. I was looking at that score. You and I are lamenting you being a past Athenian football player. Obviously, your dad, a big part of the football program for so many years there, is on the sideline, on the coaching staff, did a great job. Coached my son, and I know Cam loved him a lot, and so just appreciate Scott Lowe and all that he poured into the program. But thanks for joining us here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Halftime of this Bruins game. Let's talk a little bit about the 8th grade. Obviously, your son plays. I know what fun it was to coach my son in middle school football. You are having a really fun season. Coach Pierce talked about the record and heading into the Fountain Central game. So talk maybe a little more specifically about the defense.
Sure.
And just mention some of the names.
Yeah,
it's guys that are playing well.
I mean, really, you got to give Coach Clark a lot of credit, and Coach Riker. They really taught us through their defensive scheme, and felt really set up preseason for the middle school to be able to teach them what we run here at the high school. And I can't say enough about the boys on the defense. They just really are. Their football IQ has grown so much. We've got, even last week, last week we were working on having cover 3 on one side of the field and cover 1 on the other, and these boys are getting it really quick. And it's just really impressive to be able to pull that off with a young group like that. And they really, you can tell they enjoy winning football, and they're enjoying playing the game.
That's great. Yeah. Fantastic. You guys have done a nice job. I know it's been a fun season. I mentioned already, county champs, at least competing near the top of the conference. Not sure how Tri-West and Danville, that game went. You didn't get to play Tri-West this year?
No, unfortunately not, yeah.
Well, that would have been fun.
Been like, yeah.
Yeah, this would have been the year, I think, maybe to play him at that
sure.
level. And I went through a couple winless middle school years, so I can really appreciate you guys being 5-1 right now.
Yeah.
Some of the highlights of the season from your perspective.
Sure. I think probably, coming in, he was talking at the beginning of the season, spending those weeks together. I've been coaching these boys since they're in 3rd grade, and, telling like an Alec McClure and these guys on the line, like, hey, make sure you're hitting the weight room, get on the wrestling team, be athletes, and to see them come out this year and really see the fruit of that. I mean, these guys they've got some power. They got a lot of strength and can push guys around, and just the willingness to listen to coach, be coachable, has been good. And then just watching them, the way they played against North Montgomery was probably the biggest highlight for me to see. As an Athenian, love to go beat up on the Chargers, and to see that they did a good job. They won that game and won it soundly. Yeah.
That is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Sadie Walker and Brody Hall comprised this year's senior class.
Sorry, just heard my daughter getting recognized down there. I was like, I'm not sure.
You should probably pay attention to that.
I think it's senior athletes that are getting recognized at halftime, so that's the senior golf team.
It is.
In any case, we will let you listen to that. Thank you so much for pouring into these guys and what you're doing with the middle school program. Obviously, exciting your son being an 8th grader. He'll be moving up to the high school program next week.
Yeah, getting ready to be a high school dad.
Yeah, Friday nights, which you know how much fun that is, and looking forward to that big class. 22 athletes out for the football team, so looking forward to them moving up into the high school and being part of that. So
for sure.
Thankful for you guys down there. Success. Wish you the best as you head into the Fountain Central game next week. Tuesday night. 7th grade will start 6. 8th grade probably around 7.
7th grade starts 5:30. Yep.
Okay. So it's 5:30 kickoff right here at the Athenian Complex on this football field. So looking forward to that. Appreciate you and all you guys are doing. And again, we just wish you the best.
Thanks, Brian. Appreciate having me on.
Okay. We will be back in about 9 minutes to pick up second half football action. Thanks for joining in.
The girls soccer team finished the season 5-9-3, which were the most wins for the Athenians since 2015. The girls lost 4 games by only 1 goal, so they were very close to turning that record completely around. Congratulations to seniors Jada Roach, Lorelei Schmitzer-Torbert, Cassie Bacon, and managers Chelsea Smith and Katie Fott on a fun season. The CHS volleyball team will open sectional play next Thursday night against the Danville Warriors. The Athenians go into the sectional with a 22-8 record. They finished 3-4 in the conference and won the county championship, North Putnam Invite, and Clinton Central Invite. Senior Macy Bruton passed the 2,000 mark for kills and 1,000 mark for digs. The other seniors include Hallie Elliott, Hallie Gaylor, Jessica Tribble, Brooklyn Mills, and Elise Whitmer. Finally, the boys soccer team will play for a sectional championship tomorrow night at 6 p.m. The boys are 10-6 on the season and 4-3 in the Sagamore Athletic Conference. The Athenians set the school record on Tuesday night for the most goals scored in a season by a CHS team. Seniors, Andrew Jones, Ayrton Shu, Yeson Sui Fuentes, Shota Koyanagi, and Giovanni Perez did a great job of leading this group in 2022. Great job to all of our seniors.
He walks about 4 or 5 steps down the field. Found it! Here we come! Off tackle! He did that 4 times in a row and we didn't get an inch. But these guys, they're good coaches. I mean, obviously I didn't play.
All right, welcome back. So we get ready for second half football action here. Athenian set to kick off. Dan, it will be a running clock here for the remainder of the game. 40-0 is the score coming out of halftime. Kicking off to the Bruins. Looks like some new names maybe back there deep to receive for Tri-West. Malachi Walden, sophomore. He's also their kicker, primarily.
Javier Resto to kick off for your Athenians.
Javier Resto will be kicking off here. First time tonight for
Back deep.
Crawfordsville. Scores for, again, around the conference here. It's Western Boone leads Danville 20-7 in the third quarter. Lebanon is leading Southmont 20-6. And North Montgomery was already up big, like 40-0 over Frankfurt was the last score we saw. Don't see an update on Max Preps.
Walden on the return for the Bruins.
Walden on the return there for Tri-West.
56.
Got out to the 38, 39 yard line, and see, you're going to have to work to get all your side stories and everything in here. We're on the fast clock
There we
now.
are now. That thing's going to run. It does make a difference. Madrigal with the tackle there for Crawfordsville on the kickoff. See who they're going to have at quarterback. Looks like maybe number 7. That's also Malachi Walden. So he's a returner. He's the kicker. And apparently he is the backup quarterback. Hand off to number 25. And again, that's he actually started the game, I believe. That's Caleb Pfeiffer, sophomore running back. Picks up about 5. Yeah.
Yeah,
Number 25,
Gain of 5.
Pfeiffer on the carry for the Bruins.
I do believe I saw
By Crawfordsville's number
McCarty.
34, Landon Vaught.
they're going to give it to Vaught.
Gain of 5 will bring up second and 5.
McCarty in there as
I
well.
think McCarty's in there, isn't he? No, I
Look to
take that back.
see.
No, I get the wrong number.
Okay. Yep, he's standing there on the sideline, number 11. So Landon Vaught with the tackle for Crawfordsville. In motion,
Sweet.
motion man gets it. That's number 3, Colin Griffin.
Hey, good job.
Good pursuit there. That's number 51. Who's that?
Number 3, Colin Griffin on the,
Uh-oh.
Griffin
Well.
on the carry for the
He's
Bruins.
not on our roster. Is he? Am I
We
just?
don't-
Yeah.
Tackled by Crawfordsville's number 51.
51.
Madrigal's over here on the other side.
Well, David didn't have a name for the number either.
Okay.
51 was the number.
Somebody's got a new. Yep, somebody might have put on New Jersey.
It might be bracket.
It could be Brackett. That's his side. That was
Boy.
a pass. Nice pass. Complete to number 42, Eli Morgan, freshman wideout, 5'10", 175 pounds. That'll be a first down.
Well, the young man delivered that ball quickly to a wide open receiver. We just didn't get anybody in the area to defend on that one.
Plays good for a Bruin first
Yeah, nice
down.
pass from Malachi Walden. So first and 10 ball is on the 48-yard line in Athenian territory. I think that number 51 might be Isaac Brackett. Certainly where he plays normally, and I don't see a 24 on the sideline.
Oh, good stick. Good stick. All right.
Calvin Ditmar in there, as well as big number 78.
25, the ball carrier.
That's the best we squared anybody up
Yep,
Big hit by
this
Ditmar.
evening. We really turned that young man around.
really did. Ditmar with a nice hit. Second down and 9. Ball's on the 47-yard line.
Boy,
Malachi
oh boy,
Walden's going to keep it.
he
and
has got some wheels now.
He really does. Touchdown saving tackle by 51. We think Isaac Brackett.
For the Bruins.
I'm going to
Yeah.
keep saying that until somebody tells us different. Looks like him out there.
No, I think it's got to be him.
Tackled by 51. I think that might be Brackett.
Yeah, somebody gave it. Actually, Austin Hickey gave us the thumbs up. So that is Isaac Brackett. Actually, Isaac Brackett gave us the thumbs up. First and 10 on the 26 there for the Bruins. Looks like Zach Bowman's going to blitz. That's a new runner. What number? That's number
Ball.
number 27 is a ball carrier. That's Nolan Cooper. He's a sophomore running back, 5'5", 130 pounds.
Got a man
Fumbled, but they recovered it.
shook up a little bit there. Let's see who that is.
Is that Dittmar?
It is.
Yep, he's limping a little bit, isn't he?
Oh,
man.
just a little early
Little
for
early.
the party
I don't-
there.
I don't know who that is.
Was that Cole Smith?
Well, maybe. Is he wearing that number now? We don't have a 78 on the roster, do we? Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
It's Cole
it's
Smith.
Cole Smith.
You're right. Yeah, it's Cole Smith.
Yeah.
Yep. So, it'll be a first down now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 for the Bruins at the 14-yard line.
Well, he was bringing a load.
Yep, he was.
Oh, yes.
Nice job by Brackett getting in there, as well as
Number 27, Nolan Cooper. on
Antonio
carry for the
Madrigal.
Bruins.
Loss on that play.
Brackett and Madrigal.
Be 2nd and 9 here with the ball. Probably on the, 19? No.
Well, they've got
Where
it
is it really?
on the
Is it
14.
14, okay.
Come on, get it's hold. No, they didn't.
Another nice hit there. Who is that? That's Landon Vaught. Boy, he is flying in there with that tackle.
Ball carrier number 27. No, it's a sophomore,
Cooper on the carry once again for the Bruins.
5'5" and 130 pounds. So
Crawfordsville
Yep.
Slaw.
Jacob Russell coming in to take on that nose position. Third and 9 here, ball on the 16-yard line. Malachi Walden's going to keep it. We're at number 7. I think that was Antonio Madrigal. Yep, Madrigal gets up. Another tackle. D-line doing a nice job. That's 4th down. Malachi Walden with Caleb Pfeiffer in the backfield now. Fakes it and wide open. Unfortunately, that's unfortunately for the Athenians. Aaron Hughes, sophomore wide out, 6'2", with that touchdown. 46-0 now is the score as we get ready for the conversion. And it looks like Southmont has now scored on Lebanon, and that makes the score 20-13 in the 4th quarter.
Walden to attempt the point after.
I forgot about that. Walden's also the PAT man. Hold by Owens. Everything looked good on that one, and it was. Snap was good, hold was good, kick was good.
you know, Brian, I'm
The score is now
kind of impressed with the Tri-West
Crawfordsville 0.
passing game. It
Yeah.
is just they're very quick with their delivery, and they're getting people obviously wide open pretty much time after time. We've had a few plays where we really defended well, but too often the guys just really been open and makes it an easier throw, obviously, when you're looking at a guy standing out there by himself.
He really was.
But it is very quick. I mean, we haven't seen the quarterback have to run for his life for one thing, and then this young quarterback has come in here and looked very efficient also.
He looks very good too. You're right. Talk a little bit about at this break here. 4:04 to go. Clock does stop obviously on scoring drives. So Athenians will receive here, but I want to talk a little bit about Kelly Johnson. Just recognized this week, she played her last home game, or coached her last game in the Athenian Gymnasium against Covington on senior night for the Athenians. 39 years of coaching at Crawfordsville High School as the head volleyball coach. It's actually her 40th year coaching volleyball. We already mentioned those senior volleyball players. They get ready for sectional action next week at Western Boone. But what a tremendous job by Coach Kelly Johnson. Currently, record stands at 22-8 on the season. We'll talk a little bit more about her in just a minute. Kickoff here by Malachi Walden.
Somebody needs to get on it.
Yep. I think that was McCarty. No, it wasn't McCarty. Maybe number 4. Is it Manette? No, number 10. Number 10. Tucker Pastore, freshman in there.
It'll be 1st and 10, Crawfordsville. Ball at the 28.
Crawfordsville's ball, 1st and 10. Ball will be at the 28-yard line.
Well, I would tell you, Brian, I remember the day Kelly Johnson walked into the school at Tuttle Junior High as the student teacher with Miss Sally Dill as her supervising teacher. And we had a good time with Kelly from the very get-go there.
Tremendous job with that Athenian volleyball program. Lots of success. There's A.J. Hall around the right side with keeper. He's going to pick up about 4 yards on that carry. Looks like there's a flag, though, on the play in that area of holding. And it is holding, so that'll back him up. And they declined it. Okay. So it'll be
my sport
kind of Tri-West. That brings up 2nd down now.
Holding on the Athenians decline.
So, so you have worked and did work with her for a long time there as part of the program, and you guys obviously on coaching staffs at the same time, not together, of course, but 624 wins. That's what she got to on Thursday night at senior night. 624th Athenian volleyball win. Zach Bowman, as you have talked about.
Well, just cannot secure the edge, and so we just keep running to the sideline to no avail.
Yep. No gain on that one. Be 3rd and 6 ball at the 31-yard line, I think. Nope, just at the 30.
South's got the ball back. 5 minutes to go.
5 minutes to go down in Mountie land there as the Tigers and Mounties do battle really for part of the share of the conference championship. A.J. Hall's going to tuck it in. He'll pick up a couple yards. It's going to bring up 4th down.
The keeper tackled by number 48, Tyler Halford.
Be 4th and 5. So Southmont ball, 20-13 is the score. 5 minutes left, and the Mounties are driving. We have 1:07 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Keep in mind on that score down at South that Southmont goes for 2 on the conversion.
That's true.
And so.
That's right. It could be for the win if they can score. Hall with Zach Bowman in the backfield. He's going to air it out.
No chance.
Caden Underwood, inadvertent there. Definitely in his way. Yeah.
This guy, the defender went
Tri-West will take over on downs. It'll be 1st and 10, Bruins.
1st and 10 Bruins now at the 30 in Athenian territory here at the 33-yard line. And that is the end of the 3rd quarter. That running clock, as you pointed out, that makes a big difference, doesn't it? It's just quick. It's a good rule they put in place a couple years ago.
I think so, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. I can think of some games when my son was playing, I wish we'd have had that rule.
Did they?
I don't know. Somebody, I heard that.
I noticed they're not at home,
So we will switch directions again. And scores stands at 47-0. Talk a little bit more about Kelly Johnson as she heads in. Again, we mentioned already, but great job with that program. I'm going to get back to my notes here. Sorry about that. They go to Western Boone, sectional 25. They have a rematch with Danville, who beat Crawfordsville in 5 sets last week. So pretty evenly matched. Could be a great game. Good draw for the Athenians, again, going into Western Boone. I think Western Boone is competing, if they didn't win the conference, maybe along with Tri-West, competing for that lead in the conference as well in volleyball. Toss
Good
up
job there.
Yep. Nolan Cooper got the ball for the Bruins, brought down by Landon Vaught.
Yeah, Vaught, he
Braden
really
Heights.
covered some ground that time.
He's good. Doing a good job out there. He's been fun to watch last several games since he got inserted into the lineup. Sophomore's done a nice job.
Well, and I think there again we saw sophomore against sophomore if
Yeah.
you tackler runner. But Landon has got some good speed.
Yeah. Really stepped in for Ethan McLemore. Walden hands off that time again to Cooper.
Okay. That was Vaught again on
It
the
was
on
Vaught
the, on the end
who
of
finished it off. Yeah.
Somebody
Calvin
had him wrapped.
Yeah, Ditmar had him wrapped. Calvin Ditmar had him wrapped, and that's what we like to see, though. Vaught did a nice job just
Absolutely.
finishing it off.
Absolutely.
Playing good football. Straight up, heads up tackling, as they talk about and teach nowadays a lot and for a long time, and that's much safer. And he did it textbook. Pass out to number 42, does get the edge. He gets pushed out of bounds. I think Ditmar finished him off out there. Number 42 is Eli Morgan. That freshman wide out for the Bruins. Pass was good from Walden to Morgan. 10-20 and counting.
I think all secondary football players should take geometry.
Right angle?
Knowing the angle is ultimately very important.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it matters a bunch. Ball's on
Ball.
the turf. I don't know. The quarterback was following that, so.
Fumble on the play.
No, it wasn't the quarterback.
Tackled by Bowman for
The guy we had closest to the ball just didn't realize the
Didn't
ball
know it was on the turf.
No.
Yeah. So handoff to Cooper. Ball ended up on the turf, but Tri-West recovers. So it'll be second down, 13 ball at the 19-yard line.
Quarterback, oh my goodness. Tell you, that young man's got some pretty good wheels.
He does.
Walden on the keeper for the Bruins.
Got an injured Bruin.
By Landon Vaught for Crawford.
Landon Vaught with the tackle there. Saved the touchdown, but inside the 5-yard line. It'll be first down. As they tend to the injured Bruin. Looks like Western Boone now leads Danville 30-7 in the fourth quarter. So putting a
That one's safe.
yeah. I was pretty impressed with Western Boone. We played them. I thought
Oh, yeah.
they've been good for a long
They're
time. They're
really
still good.
Of the teams we played, they played the most physical style, I believe. I was really impressed with Lebanon's quarterback. I may have mentioned that earlier.
Yep.
How he was mobile and really threw a nice-looking ball. This quarterback tonight, both of the boys have
Both
looked
of
good
them,
throwing
yeah.
the ball.
Yep.
They don't have, or the starting
Starting.
quarterback didn't have quite the mobility
Right.
back there. But this young man here, my
Well,
goodness, he's got some real good foot speed.
He does.
So he'll be a threat in years to come to
Yeah.
not only throwing the ball, but as a runner.
Well, Ty Owens is a senior, so I'm guessing it's going to be number 7 as a junior coming back next year might be the starter. Would look like at least.
I would hate to
At
see
this point in time.
I would hate to see somebody good enough to beat him
That's
out.
right.
You know,
True.
we don't want to play back somebody like that. Hey, this young man's impressive. Ooh, yeah.
That was number 12. Took the handoff. That's Thad Brown.
You know, here's our guys kind of look tired out there,
Yeah.
but I think it's more mentally tired
Right.
than physical tired right now. I mean, 53-0,
Yeah.
you know.
That's exhausting. It is. It's hard.
See if we can get them excited here and maybe put something on the board, though. That would make you feel a little bit better anyway.
Walden's also going to kick as he has all night, but it would be nice to get in the end zone. Wow. Hey, that part of their game is not as sharp as.
I would hate to have to rely on that for
Yeah.
a winning point,
Yep. They do have something to work on.
or even worse, a tying point.
Right. Right.
Well, let's see if we're going to keep this Athenian lineup the same, or I don't know. Did we ever get word about a JV game
Yes, they are playing.
JV is playing
Saturday morning?
tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay.
Means they head over to Tri-West, right? That's the way that works.
Yeah.
Yep, I think some new numbers are in there. Well, not deep. It's going to be McCarty and Resto again, but Tanner Gillen's in there at the second level, number 30.
Here, Resto and Mason McCarty back deep for the Athenians.
Is it McClamrock, freshman in there at that next level?
Now I'm gonna stick my neck out here and say you probably have not recognized a name on this Tri-West roster
Yeah.
as name who's this is probably the most biblical name I've ever seen. Aaron Moses, number 30.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, well, he's over here. Here he is on
Okay.
the outside. Yes, absolutely.
Javier Resto on the
Resto with
for
the return.
Athenians. It'll be 1st and 10, Crawfordsville.
Looks like he got out to about the 28. Be 1st and 10. Oh, and down at Southmont, we've got a final score here as Lebanon comes away with a 20-13 win over Southmont. That improves the Tigers' overall record to 6-2, 5-1 in the conference, and South falls to 6-2 and 4-2 in the conference. So, yeah, one of those 4 teams at the top has fallen, which we knew would happen tonight as Lebanon and Southmont played.
Yeah.
Close game.
Montgomery County out of the running now for
That's
championship.
true. That's right. Southmont was the hope. Hand off to Zach Bowman.
Oh,
Still
yeah.
plowing ahead.
Zach, best run of the evening.
Yep.
Tackled by number 27, Nolan Cooper.
Nolan Cooper, number 27 on that tackle.
Well, we thought
No.
we might see some of the younger guys
Yep.
because the JV thing was somewhat in question, I think. And since they are playing, I think we're probably, we're going to save them for tomorrow morning.
Yep, I would guess. Nolan Cooper at 5'5", running into Zach Bowman would be tough, but he did a good job bringing him down. It looked like, is that Zeke?
Anthony Lee on the carry for
Oh,
the
that's
Athenians.
Anthony Lee in there on that carry
Well,
for the
they're-
Athenians.
They're giving
Enough
us a first
first
down.
down.
All right.
Yep.
95, Jerry Dyson.
Joey Dyson with the tackle for the Bruins. Be 1st and 10 on the 38. Zach Bowman in the backfield with A.J. Hall. Hand off to Bowman. He's looking for room, and he does punch it
Yeah.
upfield.
Kept those legs going. Good
He sure
job.
did.
Bowman on the carry
Drove through
for
the initial contact as Zach Bowman has done all year.
Tackle by number 48.
About a 7-yard pickup.
For the Bruins.
Brings up 2nd and 3, ball to 45.
Brings up a 2nd and 3 for your Athenians.
Here we go. Caden Underwood, Landon Foss split out wide right. Javier Resto left. Bowman in the backfield with A.J. Hall. A.J. Hall's going to keep it. He ran into the big dogs.
Maybe he should have handed that off.
I think he's hard-nosed. I think he likes to carry that ball. And number 95 in there with the tackle for the Bruins, and that is Jerry Dyson. He's a sophomore defensive lineman, 5'11", 165 pounds.
Yeah. Imagine they'll put a little more weight on him between now and next year.
I would guess.
Well, we've got a few young men like that. I think that could put on 10, 15, 20 pounds in some cases.
Yeah, I agree. Again, Athenians head over to Frankfurt next week.
Zach, yeah, I lost the ball.
Lost the ball to get it back.
I think he did. But yep.
Bowman on the carry. No gain on the play. Will bring up a
4th and 2.
Okay, let's keep this thing going here. We got 4:13 remaining.
Be nice to just keep
We're gonna have-
possession.
If we really want to score, I think we're going to have to try to throw the ball.
Like for the Athenians, keep this possession. They do head to Frankfurt next week. As we said, 7 o'clock start. And you were pointing out earlier, that's obviously a good opportunity for another win.
Well, both those teams are winless in the conference.
Yeah,
And I think he came up a little short here,
I
Brian.
think so. They're definitely spotting him a little short.
Bowman on the carry. Tackle by
Yep, it's going to be a turnover on downs, so it'll be first down ball back to Tri-West.
Will take over on downs. It will be 1st and 10, Tri-West, the 47-yard line.
So if we're going to score, it looks like we might have to make it a defensive score.
Pick 6,
How's that?
perhaps. Scoop and score. We'll take whatever. Get some points on the board. Going to go under 3 minutes here.
And see what Tri-West is going to do. They may go pretty vanilla here.
Yeah. I think it's a new quarterback.
I think you're right. Number 31, Camden Hill. He's a freshman.
He's going to keep it and be met by, I assume, Madrigal on that side.
31, Camden Hill on the carry for the Bruins.
Number 54 is in there as well for the Athenians. And
Tackled
that
by
is Josh
Copperfield,
Dixon Kiger.
54, Josh Dixon Kiger.
Isaac Brackett's coming off the field now.
No gain brings up a 2nd and 10 for Tri-West.
2nd 10, no gain on that play. Ball's on the 47-yard line in Athenian territory. Should go under 2 minutes here before they get this play for the snap. It's going to take a knee.
Okay.
Kate Underwood comes off field for his last home game. Number 18, that is Keegan Alsman, senior defensive back, also wide receiver for the Athenians. Getting out into this Tri-West game.
Running the clock all the way down here.
Yep. Going to take a knee.
Well, got to do it one more time the
Yep.
way they're setting it up here. See the official.
He's not. Yeah.
Well, they didn't start the play clock,
Yeah.
so that's going to mean one more.
Gonna be one more.
One more
Yep.
time.
And this is fourth down, so I suppose they'll run it down, take a penalty, and punt it, maybe. Or maybe take a knee and turn it over on downs, I guess.
See if they keep it running. Yeah, they're
gonna
keeping
keep
it running.
Yep.
Yep.
And that's the ball game. So 53-0 is the final score here in Crawfordsville. Tri-West stays in that hunt. They will head to Southmont. Well, now actually, I don't know where the game's going to be played, but they play Southmont next week. And,
Yeah, I imagine it's Troy West.
so that would be Lebanon and the Bruins at both standing right now, I think at 5 and 1.
Yeah.
Is that right? Yep, 5 and 1 with 1 to go. That's right. Final score at Western Boone. Western Boone Stars over the Warriors from Danville, 33-7 is your final score there. So Western Boone also locked in with just one conference loss. Tri-West at 1 loss, and Lebanon Tigers with 1 loss in the conference. Athenians and Frankfurt Hot Dogs, as has been the case for a few years now, will be looking for their first conference win. So we have over to Frankfurt. One of those teams will not be winless in the conference anymore.
For sure.
We're hoping for the Athenians, of course, and it has been that way now for a couple of years, but you never take anything for granted like that, right? You got to play the game.
Well, that's for sure. And, here's the thing. Both teams are going to have the same motivation.
That's right.
You don't want to go without a win in the conference, and Crawfordsville has been able to get up to that task in recent times from those part, but not having seen Frankfurt, don't really know what kind of athletic talent they have.
Yeah.
But we do know they have not come up to where they're really competitive with the majority of the teams in the conference.
That's right.
And the Athenians really haven't been either. Our best game, from my standpoint, Brian, was the Southmont game, where we were pretty competitive in that ball game.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Hey, just want to mention this, a couple things for you related to Athenian football here. So Tuesday night, mentioned this at halftime, but we are going to live stream the 7th and 8th grade game. Middle school football will be here at home against Fountain Central this Tuesday, their final game of the season. As we talked about, a lot of success at the middle school level this year. Be a chance for you to, if you can't make it out here to support them, a chance for you to jump online, go to the broadcast at Crawfordsville Athletics YouTube channel, and pick up this game. We will live stream that one.
And this has really been one of the better middle school seasons at this point in time.
Absolutely.
In a while, and so that's something to look forward to.
Yeah, 8th graders, we talked about 5 and 1, and county champs competing in the conference did not get to play Tri-West this week due to something with the schedule for Tri-West, actually. And so they actually did not play this week, so they'll play their final game Tuesday at home against Fountain Central, and we will carry that live here. And then also the sectional draw is this Sunday evening, the IHSA sectional draw for football. And so we head into that time of the season for fall sports for sure. But we also are going to have Coach Brad Clark, the head coach of Athenian football, joining us here as soon as he can get up here from the field. Just broke the huddle out there for the Athenian football team here on senior night at Crawfordsville High School. Dan, thanks again for joining in here in what is our final broadcast of the at least varsity football season. We'll jump in and go with the middle school program. It'll be the final football game that we broadcast starting next week. So,
Coach is on his way, we hope. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I guess echo our thoughts, comments still need to be positive. We're looking at kids, as I mentioned earlier, that have spent a whole fall out here working hard to become better football players. And again, we've really got I think a double incentive. If you just really want to look at it from the standpoints of wins, because we need a conference win, and the second thing is, as I mentioned earlier, is that how long has it been since Athenian football has won 3 games in a season?
Right.
And so I think it would be pretty easy to pump these young men up for the ball game next Friday. We'll hope we have, we should have fall weather, but let's don't have, because this has been really a nice weather season, I mean, and so we hope that it'll be a good evening. And
Tonight was the first really chilly night we've had for the fans.
really,
Players were
Yeah.
fine, obviously. So Coach Clark is really close now, heading up the, I think, bleacher stairs. And so we will jump on here for a few minutes with Coach Clark and kind of wrap this up. But special thanks to Dan Welliver. Always a pleasure to work with him. And, of course, the rest of this team behind the scenes, Coach Rhett Welliver and Justin Duggar. Coach Clark is making his way through the press box, and obviously not with the score he wanted tonight, but he's going to talk about his seniors and talk about this season a little bit and look forward to heading into the last game of the year and, of course, the postseason. Coach Clark, welcome. Thanks for taking time to come up here with us on senior night, and obviously, tough score, of course. We're not going to mess around with that, but just want to get, first of all, recognize you, your coaching staff, and how much we appreciate you guys and the hard work that you poured in. Lots of players still competing tonight from beginning to end. That's fun to see. And then maybe talk about the seniors a little bit. Obviously, and then we'll talk a little bit about next week. So sounds good to you. That's the path we'll go. But anyway, let's talk a little bit about tonight and just not a bunch about the game, but maybe about the seniors and the work they've put in and what's happening with the program.
Yeah, I mean, this is a special group of guys. I couldn't be more happy and more proud to coach this group. Ever since, the beginning of the summer up until tonight, they've done everything we've asked them to do, and they've put in the work. And, I think this is, when we look back in a couple years and we've gotten things going in the right direction, I think you're going to look back at this group and the foundation that they've set and the example that they've set for the younger kids. And so I'm proud of them. The result tonight doesn't feel good. Not a great way to go out on senior night. But, we talk all the time about adversity and how you respond to that. And this is a group that's going to come back ready to go next week and, go take on the hot dogs.
Get after it. That's right. We were talking about the kind of the top of the conference right now. 4 teams started the night 4-1,
Yep.
but 2 of them played each other. And so Lebanon came away victorious at South. Tri-West obviously still competing there, and Western Boone pretty good stomping on Danville tonight. So it is still 3 teams at the top of the conference. And then we're looking, and what we have seen out of these Athenians is, just at the point where we are in the season, going into to Frankfurt, looking for that win and ready to compete hard. So what are you looking forward to next week?
Yeah, I mean, it's an exciting week. We have the sectional draw on Sunday, and then we springboard that into, the Frankfurt week. And so, I think our guys still have a lot of excitement and energy about the things we still have left to play for this season. They really are a resilient group. And, again, I expect them to come ready to work on Monday. And so we're excited about that.
Yeah, great. How about any highlights just with this group of seniors? You had a big – I think – I counted 16 plus your manager, plus Derek, so maybe 17 seniors that are part of the program. Really a strong class, good leaders, competing hard. And any highlights for you with this group of guys?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to single out,
Sure.
one guy. I mean, we have so many. We've got guys who are 4-year guys. We've got guys who are, kind of in their first year, just wanted to come out and try it. And so, I appreciate each and every one of their contributions. It might not always be on Friday night, but some of those guys are scout team players for us throughout the week, and definitely give us a good look and allow our guys to, get competitive looks throughout the week. So, I mean, you appreciate each and every one of them individually and as a group.
Yeah, great. And pretty healthy, I think, tonight coming out of the game, too. That's the other thing you want to do in a game like this is get through it without any more injuries. And I know you're dealing with a little bit of that now, and that makes a difference with what we do offensively. So Ethan McLemore not being out there, for instance, is one of our speed guys. So hopefully he's getting healthy, and some other guys will be at full strength hopefully for next week.
Yeah, I mean, we had a couple, foot and ankle things there with Zeke and Keegan Coco, and we're hoping, those are just minor things that will allow them to go next week. And, I think I watch EMAC every day. I think he's getting closer. Good. So we're hopeful that, he's going to have hopefully a good week this week, and we can get him ready to go. So, I mean, yeah, we remain fairly healthy at this point in the season, and so that's definitely a good thing. And so, yeah, we expect to go pretty much full strength next week into Frankfurt.
Okay, great. Well, last kind of thing here, just talking about the middle school program. We had Coach Danny Pierce on, OP was on, and Coach Jake Lowe, both helping coach the 8th grade program and part of the middle school. Gave you guys a lot of credit at the high school level, and you specifically about some things, excitement generated at the middle school. We were talking about Coach Welliver and I, or Dan Welliver and I were talking about a lot of success. It's been a while since we've had that kind of success at the middle school. So looking forward to that class, 22 players. They're 5-1, I think, right now, and they have their last game. We're going to broadcast their last game on Tuesday night, which is here at home.
Yeah, so that's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been exciting watching those guys. Even the 7th grade group, they're county champs as well. And so, again, a lot of excitement. That 8th grade group, they're fun to watch. And one of the things I love about watching them, they believe. They think they belong in every game, and that shows on the field. And they've done a tremendous job this year. Danny and Jake and Mike Jones and all those guys have done just a great job. And kudos to them for getting those guys to buy in and play hard and execute at a high level. And that's kind of what we've needed for a long time, is to try and build up the foundation of this program so that by the time they get to the high school level, they are prepared for success. And, you add that to our JVs, 3-3 right now. They've had some success this year as well. And so, again, I do think the future is bright for Crawfordsville football.
Yeah. Great. Well, great job to you. Your coaching staff, we'll run through them real quickly. Rex Riker, Sean Gerald, Kent Manette, Jonathan Huber, Ryan Hall, Craig Carroll, Jack Whitecotton, and Coach Matt Reynolds.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a great staff. I've got multiple former head coaches on staff, guys that pour in a lot of time and energy into these young men, and not just as football players, but as young men. And, I'm lucky to coach with a lot of these, just tremendous men.
Well, you're doing a great job with the program. Looking forward to that. Obviously, start off the season 2-0, 2 big wins, and we're hoping to finish the season right there with a win, and then head in, of course, to the postseason play. So great job. Look forward to next week. Heading over to Frankfurt again, 7 o'clock start. Head over and back the Athenians. Obviously, we will not be on live, but get there live. Watch it.
Yeah.
In person would be what we'd ask for. Let's go.
Yeah, let's have a great crowd over there and have a lot of excitement for our guys.
Okay. Well, congratulations. Thank you. Thanks for taking some time to join us. I know you got a lot going on. Thanks to Coach Welliver, Justin Duggar, Dan Welliver here, and we are signing off for tonight. Thanks.